I'm Samantha Anderson, and I'm going to be sharing with you the requirements for licensure as a professional counselor in South Carolina today. So the first thing is, in South Carolina, you don't have to be CACREP accredited, but Liberty University is, and I think that's a good thing, because the way the profession of counseling is moving towards unification, I can see South Carolina adopting that sooner than later. The first thing we'll talk about is academic training requirements. So there are 48 hours or higher needed for this master's. Candidates must demonstrate successful completion of one 3-hour course from each of the following: human growth and development, social cultural foundations, the helping relationship, group dynamics, processing and counseling, lifestyle and career development, appraisals and individuals, research and evaluation, professional orientation, psychopathology, and diagnosis of psychopathology. We also must complete a 150-hour practicum. Okay, let's talk scope. If the candidate wishes to assess and treat serious problems as categorized in standard diagnostic nomenclature, the specific training does require coursework in psychopathology and/or diagnosis of psychopathology, and a practicum of 100 hours is part of a degree program that deals directly with assessment and treatment of serious problems as categorized in standard diagnostic nomenclature, and an internship as part of a degree program of at least 600 hours under the supervision of a qualified health practitioner with experience assessing and treating clients with serious problems as categorized in standard diagnostic nomenclature. That's a mouthful. Exams. You have choice of two. Either the NCE, which is the National Counselor Examination for Licensure and Certification, or the NCMHCE. Say that 5 times fast. The National Clinical Mental Health Counseling Examination. You have 3 years from the time that you submit the application to complete all requirements, including passing the exam. And just keep in mind, there are fees for the exams and there are fees for the applications. The clinical supervision of postmasters. What is that? Well, that's 1,500 total hours. A minimum of those hours must be 1,380 of direct client contact hours of supervised clinical experience, 120 hours of immediate supervision, 50 of either group or individualized supervision, and all of this can't be done in under 2 years. You must do this under a licensed professional counseling supervisor or another licensed mental health practitioner, such as a licensed psychologist or a licensed medical doctor like a psychiatrist. The licensure title is the LPC in South Carolina, and that is the Licensed Professional Counselor. 5 more years of experience, you can be considered for the LPC supervisor. So what do you need? Your official transcript showing your minimum 48 hours of coursework. Coursework descriptions. You can send in a photocopy from the catalog for the year in which the courses were taken. Exam scores. And keep in mind, the application does ask if you've ever been convicted of a crime or arrested, if you've ever had a professional license denied, if you've had disciplinary action on one revoked or sanctioned, if you've been treated or are currently being treated or in the past 5 years for drug or alcohol addiction that might interfere with your ability to counsel, if you have been court-martialed or discharged other than honorably from the armed services, or in the past 5 years you've been treated for any physical, mental, or emotional condition, or if you've had any physical, emotional, or mental diseases over the past 5 years. These are things to think about as we start our program. And lastly, what did I find surprising? What did I find challenging? I found it surprising that I didn't see any information on what the program would look like if I didn't want to do psychopathology and assessment, because I know in a lot of states that's not even an option. I do want to do that, so I'm glad I live in South Carolina. But what was challenging, and I'm going to reveal a little bit of my heart to you, I have a fear that nobody's going to want me to do my practicum with them, to do my internship with them, to do my post-graduation work with them. So I'll do all this schoolwork and then I'll just be high and dry by myself. My name is Samantha. Thank you very much for listening. Grace and peace to you.